Hi children, in the last video we have discussed about the trigonometric ratios of 30 degrees, 60 degrees and 45 degrees. In the case of equilateral triangles, its height is equal to root 3 times half of its base. Root 3 into 2a by 2 is equal to a. Remember that the height of equilateral triangle is root 3 times half of its base. And in an isosceles right triangle, its hypotenuse is root 2 times its equal sides, root 2 times a. In this video, we will discuss about values of trigonometric ratios for 0 degrees and 90 degrees. It is a little bit a difficult concept. You have to pay concentration here. Consider a circle with radius r units on the coordinate axis like this. If a line segment OA makes an angle theta degrees with the x-axis in the positive direction like this, the projection of A on the x-axis is point B. When you join AB, we can observe a right angle triangle OBA. OBA. With respect to x-axis, the value of OB is small x, and with respect to y-axis, the value of AB is y, and OA is equal to the radius r units. So in this right angle triangle, you know all these three sides. With respect to this theta, you know sin theta is equal to y by r, cos theta is equal to x by r, tan theta is equal to y by x, cosecant theta is equal to r by y, and secant theta is equal to r by x, and cot theta is equal to x by y. Okay. Now, if you increase theta, what happens? When theta increases, the value of OB decreases. Since A moves like this, AB, the value of AB increases and the value of OB decreases. At the same time, if OA, the theta is decreasing, then what happens? OA approaches OX. When theta is decreasing, the value of AB decreases like this. As theta becomes 0, OA coincides with OX, and at one time the value of AB becomes 0. At this time, the value of AB becomes 0. When OA coincides with OX, the value of AB becomes 0. That means y is equal to 0. And OA coincides with OB and OA is equal to then OX. That means R is equal to X. OB becomes X, small x. And OA is also equal to OX. That becomes X is equal to R. X is equal to R. Now we see what happens when y is equal to 0. When y is equal to 0, we come to this comparison. Sin theta is equal to y becomes 0. When theta is equal to 0, sin 0 is equal to 0 by r. 0 by r, sin 0 is equal to 0. Cos theta is equal to x by r, you know it. Cos 0 is equal to, since x is equal to r, x by x or r by r, its value is equal to 1. And tan 0 is equal to y is equal to 0, so 0 by x, that is 0. Tan 0 is equal to 0. Then cosecant theta is equal to r by y. Cosecant 0 is equal to r by 0. R by 0 means 0 division is not defined. So cosecant 0 is equal to infinity, not defined. And secant theta is equal to r by x, whereas secant 0 is equal to r by r or x by x, both are equal. Secant 0 is equal to 1. And cot theta is equal to x by y, whereas cot 0 is equal to x by 0. This is also not defined, which is equal to infinity. Now we will see what happens when theta is equal to 90 degrees. As you said earlier, when OA theta decreases, OA comes towards x-axis. As theta increases, OA reaches OY like this. OA moves like this, and finally it coincides with OA coincides with y-axis. That becomes the value of r is equal to y, or y is equal to r. And what happens about this AB? This AB falls on OY, and the OB becomes nullified, and OB is equal to 0. OB is equal to 0. OB becomes 0. So in this situation, y is equal to r, and OB becomes 0. That means x is equal to 0. X is equal to 0. Now we will see the trigonometric ratios of 90 degrees. Now sin 90. What is sin 90? Sin 90 is equal to y by r actually. Since y is equal to r, we write r by r is equal to 1. Coming to cos 90, cos 90 is equal to x by r from our triangle, but x is equal to 0, we write 0 by r, that is equal to 0. Whereas tan 90 is y by x, but x is equal to 0 in this case, y by 0 is equal to infinity. Like that, cosecant 90 is r by y, both r and y are equal, it is equal to 1. Secant 90 is r by x, but x is equal to 0, r by 0 is infinity. Then coming to cot 90 is equal to x by y, then that is, since x is equal to 0, we write 0 by y, that is equal to 0. So you can observe that sin 0 is equal to cos 90 is equal to 0, and sin 90 is equal to cos 0 is equal to 1. So far we have found out trigonometric ratios for 0 degrees, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees and 90 degrees. We can tabulate all these things like this to remember easily. Okay, when theta is 0, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees, 90 degrees like that, we can write sine. This is the sine function. Sine 0 degrees is 0, got like this. Sine 30 degrees is equal to half. Sine 45 degrees is equal to 1 by root 2. Sine 60 degrees is equal to root 3 by 2. Sine 90 is equal to 1. If you write these values in the reverse order, you can get the value of cos 0. Cos 0 is equal to 1. Cos 30 is equal to root 3 by 2. Cos 45 is equal to 1 by root 2. Cos 60 is equal to sin 30, that is equal to half. Cos 90 is equal to sin 0 is equal to 0. So now you can get tan, cosecant, secant and cot easily. Tan is sin by cos. Tan 0 is equal to sin 0 by cos 0. 0 by 1, 0. Tan 30 is equal to sin 30 by cos 30. 2 cancelled, 1 by root 3. Tan 45 is equal to sin 45 by cos 45. 1 by root 2 by 1 by root 2 is 1. Tan 60 is equal to sin 60 by cos 60. Root 3 by 2 by 1 by 2. 2 cancel, root 3. And whereas tan 90 is equal to sin 90 by cos 90. 1 by 0 is infinity. Like that, cosecant is the reciprocal of sine. You can obtain the values of cosecant by taking the reciprocals of sine. Secant is the reciprocal of cos. Cot is the reciprocal of tan. So you can remember these values in this tabular form very easily. Okay, remember 1 by 0 is not defined infinity, whereas 1 by infinity is equal to 0. Infinity is a very huge quantity. When 1 is divided with a huge quantity, it is nearly equal to 0. So from the table you can observe that as the value of theta increases, the value of sine theta increases. As the value of theta increases, the value of cos theta decreases. You can observe in the table, in the previous table. Now we'll see how to do some trigonometric problems depending on these specific angles. Okay, so it is asked to evaluate cosecant cos 45 degrees by secant 30 plus cosecant 60. These are already specific values. You know all these values 45, 30, 60. So you remember from the table you can call back the values of cos 45. Cos 45 is 1 by root 2. Secant 30 is 2 by root 3. Cosecant 60 is 2 by root 3. Simply we substitute those values in this expression. Cos 45 1 by root 2 and secant 30 is 2 by root 3 and cosecant 60 is 2 by root 3. It is 1 by root 2 by, it is 2 times 2 into 2 by root 3, 1 by root 2 by 4, 2 into 2 4 by root 3. This reciprocal is 1 by root 2 and 4 by root 3 becomes reciprocal root 3 by 4 like this. This is root 3 by 4 root 2 is its answer. Again some other problem, evaluate secant square 60 minus tan square 60 by sin square 30 plus cos square 30. These are also known values. 60, 30 values are known. You can call these values from the table. You remember the table and try to remember the values of secant 60 and tan 60 and so on. Secant 60 is 2, tan 60 is root 3, sin 30 is equal to half, cos 30 is equal to root 3 by 2. So again take the expression and substitute the corresponding values in this expression. We get 2 square minus secant 60 is 2, that is 2 square, tan 60 is root 3, that is root 3 square, sin 30 is half square, plus cos 30 is root 3 by 2, root 3 by 2 whole square like this. It is 2 and root 3 square and root are cancelled. This is 4 minus root 4 minus 3 by 1 by 2 square is 1 by 4, and whereas root 3 by 2 whole square is root 3 square is only 3 and 2 square is 4. Simplifying this 1 by 4 by 4 we get 1. Like this here we have another problem. What is this? In triangle ABC, which is right angle at B, AB is equal to 5 centimeters, angle ACB is 30 degrees. Find the lengths of the sides BC and AC. In this case we know one acute angle and one side. Using these two we have to find out the required things. You know this is in triangle right angle ABC, angle B is 90 degrees, so the other two are acute angles, and that means there is some and they are acute angles each. This is the whenever angle C is 30, you know angle A is equal to 60 degrees. They are complementary angles to each other, so since it is 30, it is automatically 60 degrees. So with respect to 60, we can take the ratio of BC and AB. You should think about the side BC. So to find BC, which trigonometric ratio you can use? So this is BC. To find BC, you know AB already. So you have to involve these two sides, ratio of these two sides. The ratio of the opposite side to adjacent side is called tan. That's why use tan. Tan A is equal to BC by AB. That is tan A means tan 60 degrees. Tan 60 is equal to BC by 5. Tan 60 is root 3. Root 3 is equal to BC by 5. BC is equal to 5 into root 3. Now we see we want AC. AC from the problem. How do you get AC? To find AC, you can involve the side AB and AC. Side AB and AC. Then therefore we can call the trigonometric ratio cos A. Cos A is equal to adjacent side AB by AC. Adjacent side AB by AC. You can draw the picture again once again like this. So cos A is equal to AB by AC. So cos A means cos 60 degrees, cos C is equal to AB is 5, AC is unknown. So then cos 60 is half is equal to 5 by AC. By cross multiplication AC is equal to 10 centimeters. So another problem is there. In right angle triangle PQR, it is given that it is right angle at Q and one angle P is 60 degrees. Then find the lengths of QR and PR. Same kind of problem. So you know that angle P, this is the acute angle. To know QR, you should involve this side and this side. That means you have to call trigonometric ratio tan. You know tan 60 is equal to tan P is equal to this QR by PQ. Therefore tan 60 is equal to QR by PQ. The QR is unknown, leave it, and tan 60 is equal to root 3 like this, and this PQ is 6. Therefore tan 60 is equal to Q by R and root 3 is equal to QR by 6. By cross multiplication you get QR is equal to 6 root 3 centimeters. Now again we have to find out PR. To find out PR, we can involve these two sides or these two sides. So to find out PR, we can call the sine, trigonometric ratio sine. Sine P is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse. So you can involve sine here. Sine 60 is equal to, we already got QR is equal to 6 root 3. You can use this value 6 root 3 by PR. Where sine 60 is, you know sine 60 is root 3 by 2 and 6 root 3 by PR. By cross multiplying this, we get PR is equal to 6 root 3 into 2 by root 3 like this. Finally, you get 12 centimeters. Okay students, in the next video, we will see the complementary trigonometric ratios of complementary angles. That means sin 90 minus theta, cos 90 minus theta, tan 90 minus theta, and so on.